Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, y'all, I am indeed having Brussels sprouts for breakfast. Who does this? These things are really, really good. I am so pleasantly surprised. I mean, I liked Brussels sprouts before, but like I told you, they were always frozen, and I never, I'm just blown away. Like, I'm blown away. I'm finding so many recipes, and like I told you, just so many different things that can be done with certain foods. And because I thought eating like this was going to be almost impossible, I was like, okay, so what am I supposed to eat? Like, I'm doing plant-based, vegan, mostly alkaline. Like, what am I going to eat? And y'all, I'm like every single meal, I'm just blown away. I really am. Well, most meals, y'all know we had a couple of fails, a couple of smoothie fails here and there. I think what was not so good, not so tasty. Um, well, the meals they were all pretty tasty, but I guess like some of the wraps, like those turnip wraps, those are just kind of weird using turnip greens. So little things like that. But overall, we have definitely had more successes than fails. So I am pleasantly surprised, y'all. So it is definitely possible to eat this way and enjoy food. So I am going to, excuse me, I'm going to have this. I'm going to take my multivitamin, take a tablespoon of black seed oil. I'm working on my water. Y'all, I cannot tell you that I've gotten better. This is still the jug from yesterday. So I think yesterday I probably did 2, or this is the second one coming over, or the third one coming over. I honestly lost track. But I don't believe I did the full 3. So I am still working on that. And then I think along with this, I do still have 2 of the, let me grab them. I do still have 2 of these left over from last night. So I'm probably going to eat those with some baba ganoush, and that will be my breakfast. And usually I try to do like a quote unquote breakfast food. I'll try to do a quinoa. We done the rice pudding, banana porridge, the hash. But today, y'all, I'm going straight for it. I was like, I don't want to try to do anything that's breakfasty. I just want to eat what I want to eat. So here we go. So I will check back in with y'all and let y'all know what else I'm eating. I think today, y'all, if I have all of the ingredients that's needed, I'm thinking I might try to do some type of alkaline dessert. We haven't really done a whole lot of desserts. I mean, the rice pudding was sweet, the burro banana porridge, that was sweet, so you could use it for dessert. But I want to do maybe like some type of a pie tart type of thing. So we'll see. If I have ingredients and find some good recipes, then we'll probably just do a dessert later on today, and that will be it. I have quite a few things to do, and this is my first day off of 2, so I'm gonna try to be as productive as possible. So the video for today may not be very long. Sometimes I give y'all the long videos, sometimes a little bit shorter. I'm thinking this may be a shorter one, but we'll see. All right, y'all, check back in later. All right, y'all, so I did not eat much at all. I had some errands to run, things that came up that I didn't necessarily plan on doing, that I had to do. So I was out and about for more hours than I wanted to be, and I was feeling, kind of hungry, but I've been doing very well so far. Like, seriously, mashallah. God willed it. I've been doing very well, so I was like, no, I'm not gonna, mess it up. I'm not gonna stop anywhere and get anything. So by the time I got home, all I did was finish up those Brussels sprouts, which are really good, by the way, whether hot or cold. They were just really good. I finished up the Brussels sprouts, and I think I had maybe half or less than half of one of those cabbage rolls left with the baba ganoush. That's what I had, and that was it. So I didn't want to just leave y'all with that, because it's not a lot. So remember, I mentioned we might do a dessert video. Well, we are doing a dessert video. So let me start off by saying that the 2 channels where I got this recipe, I kind of watched both of their methods and their recipes, and I just mashed it together and did what I felt would be best for my taste buds. So it is Ty's Conscious Kitchen. That's almost a tongue twister. Ty's Conscious Kitchen, as well as the Blended Abode, which is also the electric cupboard, I believe. So the Blended Abode is kind of like their family vlog channel, and then the electric cupboard is, you know, their alkaline recipes and things. So I will link both of those videos down below if you guys want to go check that out. I definitely recommend that you do. I did not come up with these recipes. Like I said, I just took those two recipes and two methods and just kind of smashed them together. So we are going to start off by making a cheesecake crust. Okay, so this is of course a mock cheesecake, right? It is going to be vegan, so it's no dairy, no real cheese, nothing like that in there. So let's go ahead and get started. What you can see is that I have some black walnuts back there. I have some pitted deglet noor dates, shredded coconut, and also some sea salt. Y'all, look at me. I'm growing, okay? I'm growing because I know what I said. I don't measure, and I really don't. But for this one, I'm measuring because I'm following other people's recipe. I'm not coming up with it on my own, so I don't want to mess up. So over here, the walnut, you can use regular walnuts. It's just I found black walnuts at, and let me show you what this looks like, because these are very, very flavorful. Hammond's black walnuts. I found these at Walmart, surprisingly. Now they are pricey, but they even smell really, really fragrant. I don't think I've ever had black walnuts, so I figured I'd try them out in this. They taste good plain. So now that's 1 cup of the walnuts, and they're already soaked. I soaked these in spring water, so I know this probably looks like more than a cup. Remember, they're soaked, so they, you know, took up some of that water. And then right here I have 1 full cup of deglet noor dates, and this is what that looks like. And then I have a half a cup here of shredded coconut. And then this is about 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt here. Okay, so all we're going to do, tribe, is dump all 4 of these into that blender. Actually, food processor. I'm sorry, I put my food processor bowl on. So we're gonna dump all 4 of these into the food processor, and then what I have is, now in both of those videos that I'm linking down below, if you check them out, they both had pop-out bottom pans. Proper term is spring-form pans. I don't have a spring-form pan. So I have a regular pan here, y'all, that I took and I covered with parchment paper. So you see that? So hopefully when I make mine and it sets in the refrigerator, I'll be able to pull it out by the parchment paper, peel the parchment paper down, and maybe put the pie on a plate. I'm hoping that works out, y'all. The reason why I'm not just doing it in the pan is because I'm afraid that it'll stick, even though this is a non-stick pan. But I don't know. I don't want to take any chances, so I feel more safe doing this. I think the only thing would be like the edges are not going to be completely smooth, and I'm perfectly fine with that. It's just me that's going to be eating it, so I'm okay with that. This is the parchment paper I use, which is just great value from Walmart. Remember what I told y'all about parchment paper? In my opinion, it doesn't have to be the expensive, fancy kind. Great value works just fine for me, so just FYI. All right, so we're gonna set our little pan to the side. I'm gonna throw that in there. We're gonna blend that up, and then we're gonna mash it down to the bottom. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, y'all. So let's see what this looks like. There you go. And let's see if it sticks together. Yes. They said that's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to stick together. Let's see what it tastes like. It tastes like a granola bar. Pretty good. The black walnuts they really do have a bold flavor. They really do. Y'all, I want mine to be more sticky. I do. Yeah. So, in order to do that, I'm gonna put maybe 2. Try to get some really smushy ones. What's that, 6? Maybe 1 more. Yeah, that one's really smushy. Okay. That crust is really good. Round is complete. Oh, that's really sticky. Look. Yeah, there we go. You see how the previous one, the little coconut pieces and mainly the coconut pieces were falling off, but with a few more dates, yes, that is going to be perfect. This can just be a date ball. If you just wanted to put the dates, coconut, and walnuts, this can be like a little energy ball. Okay, so let's get, oh yeah, that's really good. Let's get our blade out of there. Those black walnuts are nice. Y'all, I like cooking with my hands. Should I use all of it? Let's use a little bit first and then see what happens. Can y'all see this? Yeah, okay, here we go. So all I'm gonna do, y'all, just press this around in the bottom of the pan. Alrighty, this is a work of art. Look at that, y'all. Get a good look at that. Look, it is beautiful. Doesn't it look like a granola bar? Only alkaline, not filled with sugar. Only sweetness is from the dates. So I press it down with my fingers, but then I had the help of a cute little bowl here, and I just used the bottom of it and kind of just doop 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 to make sure it's as flat as possible. So now we're gonna move on to the filling. I'm doing a regular cheesecake filling, more so like what Ty did in his video, and then I think I'm just gonna layer my cheesecake with mango because I love mango. So we're gonna get into the filling next. Alrighty, tribe, so let's get this filling out of the way. I did my best to lay everything out so you can see what everything is, just in case I forget to mention something. But what we have, we're gonna start here. This is 2 cups of both Brazil nuts and walnuts. And for this one, I did not use the black walnuts. I just finished out this package. So both of these are empty, but you can see here that it's just Brazil nuts and walnuts. For anyone who's not familiar, these are Brazil nuts, right? And then of course walnuts, right? And these have already been soaked in spring water. And then we have 1/4 cup of this blue agave. 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt. And then I have some key lime juice here that I squeezed out. And this is the juice of 2 key limes. You can see the damage right here. And if y'all remember from my haul, this is the bag of key limes that I got, okay? And if you guys don't know the difference, key limes and limes, of course, they're very, very similar, but key limes are smaller, as you can see, and they have the seeds in them, and they are not as easy to find as the regular limes. All right, and then I have 5 of the dates here, same dates that you just saw a moment ago, but just in case if anyone is skipping through the video, that's why sometimes you will see me show and repeat things for each different section, because I try to put the timestamps when I have a really long video in case someone just needs a specific part and doesn't want to listen to me talk for 30 minutes or an hour. And then I have a heaping tablespoon of our sea moss gel, and if you did not watch that video, this is the sea moss gel that I made from the sea moss I bought. So I just still have it stored in a refrigerator in this little container. All right, so then I have some coconut milk over here. I left that for last because that's about a cup of coconut milk, but I am going to kind of put a little bit, maybe half, blend it, see how the texture is, how it tastes, and then if I need more, I'll use more. Same thing with the key lime juice. I don't know if I'm gonna need all that or not, so I'll kind of play around with it. So y'all, I'm going to dump all of this into a blender, half of the key lime juice, half of the coconut milk, and we'll see what that looks like, what that tastes like, and if I need to add the rest of them both, then I will. Alrighty, y'all, so it is too thick. So let's figure out what I need to add. So here's what it's looking like the first time around. As you can see, it is not the correct texture. Let's see what it tastes like though. Oh, wow. Wow, that does taste like cheesecake. Mmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. Mm-hmm. Well, I know it's gonna be good. Let me go ahead and put some more coconut milk in it. Yeah, let's do all of this. Because we need to. Let's see what we have the second time around. It's still a really, really chunky texture, which I'm thinking I may just deal with because this tastes so good. Like, seriously. I know what I would need to do to get it where I want it, but I don't want to do all that work. I would need to take it out of the food processor and put it into the blender, and then it would give us the texture that we're looking for. But that's good. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it to the blender. Yeah, because I'm not gonna get the texture. It tastes so good though. I'm gonna switch it to the blender. I'm gonna add a little bit more, another lime. It's really good like this, but I really like lime. So I'm gonna put a little bit more of that in there to give more of the cheesy, the mock cheese flavor. So let me start the transfer. Okay, tribe, so voila. I pulled out my blender. And here is the top for that. Y'all, I was really being lazy. I did not want to have to wash both of these. As you can see, they are both big. Oh, I have the thing going the opposite way. They're both big. They have different tops, and I just didn't want to have to wash both. But we're going to have to do this so we can get the texture we need. Oh, if you notice my cute little minion band-aid. Look. So yeah, I don't know what happened, but I got a little cut like on the cuticle of my finger, and you know, anything on the cuticle, it's just, it's an annoying type of, If you want to torture somebody, just give them a little cut on their cuticle. Watch. And so y'all was juicing the limes and stuff, and I'm also making something else with tomato, and it just kept getting in there, and I was like, okay, let me just, you know, put some Neosporin and cover this up. So that's why you see that cute band-aid there. All right, so we are going to blend this up. I put in another, the juice of another key lime. Not only the juice, but I also like scraped out the pulp as well. So that's, you can kind of see a bit of it right there. So let's see, y'all, if we get the texture that we need. What do I want to go with? Let's go with smoothie. All right, y'all, so let's see what we have this time. I did go ahead, I checked it, and I put just a little bit more coconut milk. So I would say all in all, I have maybe a cup and a fourth of coconut milk. And then I also, when I blended it again, and this was off camera, after I added the coconut milk, I put the setting on ice cream. So I'm hoping that will give us the texture we need. If not, I'm just gonna go with what we have. Make sure y'all can see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so it is actually, it's a lot creamier. You remember before with the food processor attachment, it was very chunky. But now you have a really creamy consistency. So I am going to stick with this, y'all. Still good. Honestly, I could even add a fourth lime in there and it would still be good. So we're gonna pour this into the onto the crust, and we're gonna put that in the refrigerator for at least 2 hours. Some people say overnight, you know, it'll be really, really set and firm, but I'm gonna try to go for 2 hours and then check it to see if I can cut it and actually get something that is a slice of pie. If not, then I may just leave it overnight. Alrighty, Trap, so I am going to finish this up and pop it down. Like, see, mine is not as oh, it's doing it. Y'all see that? Maybe a little bit harder. Oh, it did it. I'm so surprised. I feel like because mine wasn't as liquidy as Ty's, that it wouldn't do it, but it did. Wow. Y'all look. So there is our cheesecake. Like I said, I'm gonna pop it into the refrigerator. I am so excited to see how it's gonna turn out. So I will show y'all that at that time.
One eternity later.
All right, y'all. So, oh, I'm so excited, but I'm scared at the same time. Here is our cheesecake. Now, y'all know earlier I said that I was going to put some mango on top of it. Well, the last mango I had was not good. So I found a peach and I was like, I'll do a peach instead. Who puts peaches on top of a mock cheesecake? I don't know. Me. So let's see how this turns out. Oh my gosh, this is so scary. I have never done this before. I wish I had one of those little pop-out bottom pans. Oh, y'all, I think it's gonna, yeah, look at the size. It's not gonna work. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Y'all, I think it's gonna work. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I wish I had another person here to get that like that. I think that would work better. Let me just try. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's working. It's so weird me having this band-aid on my finger. I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't touch anything. Just in my mind, it bothers me. It would bother me if it did. Y'all, I think it worked. I'm just gonna finagle that a little bit. Y'all, look. My little peaches look so cute. Where do I want to cut it? Let's cut it right. And put them two peaches together and then cut like that. There we go. Oh, that crust. Oh, yes. The filling could definitely be a lot more stiff. I just, on some of the, I think one of the other ones, they froze it, but I didn't want to eat a frozen, like, I didn't want mine frozen. I feel like with practice, I can definitely, make one, that's stiff enough without having to freeze it. Let's see if this one's gonna come apart, y'all. Oh my goodness, it's coming apart. Yay! All right, we got something like a cheesecake. Let me give y'all a good view of the whole thing. Oh, I think I should just put it back. There we go. So you see the filling is not as stiff as I want it to be. But it's pretty darn close. Let's see what this bad boy tastes like. Get a good look at it. Oh, that crust. Bismillah. It tastes good, but I'm just not too crazy about the filling not being very firm. If I do that, it's gonna smash the filling. Let me just bite it. Well, y'all, it's a pie. I don't think you can call it a cheesecake. But it's a pie. Maybe a peach date pie. It's definitely a nice treat though. Let me stop eating this. All right, y'all, so kind of, sort of, a success. We somewhere in between a success and a fail on this one.